We're discussing quadratic functions and a common application, which is to find the maximum value. In this case, we're maximizing the area. Beth has 3,000 feet of fencing available to enclose a rectangular field. The first thing that we want to do is express the area of the enclosed field as a function of x, and we're going to let x be equal to the length of the field. So here we have a concept drawing representing the field, and we're going to let the length of one of the sides be equal to x. In order for the area to be a function of x, we need to also express the width in terms of x. So let's start off with what we know about the area of a rectangle, which is that it's calculated by multiplying length times width. Our task is to write the area as a function of x. We already know that we can substitute x in for the length, but the question now is, what do we substitute in for the width so that everything is in terms of x? What we need is an equation that we can substitute in for the width that is in terms of x. And in order to do that, we're going to need another equation that relates the width to the variable x. There's another piece of information that we haven't rolled in yet, and that is the fact that we have 3,000 feet of fencing. Because the fencing goes all the way around the outside of the field, this value is going to be the same as the perimeter of the rectangle. And so let's recall the formula for the perimeter, which is 2 times L plus 2 times W, and plug in the information that we have about the perimeter, which is that it must be equal to 3,000. Remember, we're trying to find an equation that relates W to x, so we can substitute x in for this quantity L, and now we have an equation in terms of W and x. Because we're trying to replace W with an equation that involves only x, we need to solve for W in this equation. Generally speaking, we want to solve for the variable that we're trying to eliminate. So if we subtract 2x from both sides, we get 2w is equal to 3,000 minus 2x. To completely solve for w, we divide both sides by 2 and get that w is equal to 1,500 minus x. We've now solved for w and have a substitution for w in terms of x. So we'll substitute that in for w in our area function. Let's distribute this x in order to simplify our area function. And we'll also write it in descending order, which means that it'll be negative x squared plus 1,500x. So we now have our area function that depends only on x, which was the length of the field. Now that we have this area function, we can answer the remaining questions. What value of x makes the largest area? Our function has an independent variable x that represents the length of the field, and a dependent variable a that represents the corresponding area when we choose that length. Because it's a quadratic function with a negative leading coefficient, its graph is going to be a parabola that opens down. And let's also notice that when we plug 0 in for the length, we're going to get 0 out for the area. That would essentially be folding the fence in two, and the field would have no area in that case. So we have the ordered pair 0, 0, that's a point on our graph. And from there, let's graph a concept drawing that represents this opening down parabola, but we're really only interested in the positive outputs since the outputs represent the area of the field. The maximum area is going to occur at the vertex of this parabola. And let's recall, in order to find the vertex of a quadratic function, we'll find negative b over 2a, which will give us the x-coordinate, and then we'll plug that quantity into the area function to determine the corresponding output, which in this case is area. So the x-coordinate of the vertex is going to be the opposite of b, and since b is 1,500, we have the opposite of 1,500 divided by 2 times a, and in this case a is negative 1. So this is negative 1,500 divided by negative 2, or positive 750. So the x value of the vertex is 750. To determine the corresponding output, we're going to take that 750 and plug it into the area function. To calculate the area function evaluated at 750, we'll plug 750 in for the x's and get negative x squared plus 1,500x, and plug 750 into those x spots. So this negative is not being squared. We're just going to square the 750. The negative is going to stay out on the front, and 750 squared is 562,500, to which we will add 1,500 times 750, which is 1,125,000. And combining these two quantities gives us positive 562,500, which is the y-coordinate of the vertex point. Now we're ready to answer Part B and Part C questions. Part B asks what's the value of x that makes the largest area, and the x value that maximizes the area is 750, so we'll say x is equal to 750 maximizes the area, but remember, this is measured in feet, and it also represents the length of the rectangle. To answer Part C, it says what is the largest area, and the largest area is going to be that maximum output of the area function. So let's say the maximum area is 562,500, and because we're measuring area, the units here are going to be feet squared. And finally, let's notice that our rectangular field had a length of 750 feet. We were told that x represented the length of our rectangle, and we found that the width of our rectangle was represented by 1,500 minus x. 750 is the value that maximizes the area. So in order to find the dimensions of the rectangle, we would look at the width quantity being 1,500 minus x, and if we plug 750 in for that x quantity here, we'll see that the width is also 750. 750 is the length, but it also turns out to be the width, which means that the dimensions are 750 feet by 750 feet, and this rectangle turns out to be the special case that's actually a square.